As we discussed in our previous video about several methods of balancing chemical reaction. In this video, we will learn the actual working process of hit and trial method or frequency number method, as well as how algebraic equation helps in the balancing of chemical reaction. That also we will learn in this chemical reaction. Now, how to balance chemical equation through hit and trial method. So several steps are there. First step is present all the reactant and products of the chemical reaction using their correct formula. One example is written here. Look at here. Fe reacts with H2O and it gives us Fe3O4 plus H2. This skeleton formula is totally unbalanced. After this, in second step, we will see the total number of atoms present in the unbalanced equation. In third step, you have to put suitable coefficient before the formula unit for comparing and balancing the number of atoms of each element present on both sides. See, you have to keep that thing in your mind. The formula of reactant and product cannot be changed during balancing of chemical equation. Means at the time of balancing of any chemical equation, we will not change the chemical formula of any element as well as any compound. Second thing, we have to put a numeric coefficient just behind the chemical formula of a particular compound which we want to balance. So look at here. Here one table is written. So first we make 3 columns. First column is meant for element. Second column is divided into 2 parts, that is formula unit. Means basically in this column we will write the total number of atoms of the elements which is present in any chemical reaction. So all of you are remembering our skeleton formula, that is Fe plus H2O gives Fe3O4 plus H2. That reaction is unbalanced chemical reaction. So look at here. On reactant side, the total number of Fe is 1. The total number of Fe on product side is 3. Similarly, hydrogen on reactant side 2. Don't look that 4. It is after the balancing. Just look at here. Here the subscripted 2 represent the atom of hydrogen. So on LHS side, the total number of hydrogen is 2, and RHS side also the total number of hydrogen is 2. Okay. Now look at on oxygen atom. Again, don't look 4. Only see the total number of atom of oxygen present on LHS side. So single atom of oxygen is present here because nothing is written subscripted form along with the oxygen. So the total number of oxygen is 1 on LHS side. Similarly, total number of oxygen present on LHS side is 4. So after observing this reaction, you people are seeing it कि Fe is present 1 in LHS side and 3 in RHS side. Hydrogen is present 2 on LHS side and RHS side. And in case of oxygen atom, on LHS side 1 atom is present and RHS side 4 atoms are present. So let's just start our balancing. What we do, we put 4 along with water molecule as a coefficient. We have to keep in our mind that whatever the numeric coefficient we are going to put, it always put behind the formula of a compound, and there is no change in the number of atoms of any chemical compound. This numeric coefficient will not get written like subscripted form. It is always written just behind the chemical formula of any compound and element. So after putting 4 here, you will see Fe is 1 and product side Fe is 3. Here hydrogen, this 4 get multiplied by the 2. This 4 which is written just behind hydrogen is get multiplied by 2. So the total number of hydrogen becomes 8. But here the total number of hydrogen is 2 only. Leave it. Now look at the oxygen atom. This 4 is get multiplied by 4. So total number of oxygen atom present on reactant side after balancing, it becomes 4. And here also 4. So oxygen is now balanced. Now let's just balance hydrogen atom. On reactant side, the total number of hydrogen atom is 8. But on product side, the total number of hydrogen atom is 2. So what we do, we just put 4 here. We just put 4 here to balance total number of hydrogen atoms. So now just see in the fourth step, Fe plus 4H2O. After the reaction, Fe3O4 plus 4H2. Now the total number of oxygen is get balanced and total number of hydrogen is get balanced. Now what is unbalanced? Only Fe. So in order to balance Fe, what we do, we just put 3 just behind the Fe, just like this. And after that reaction, what we get the balanced chemical equation. Just see, CFE is here and CFE is here on product side. 8 hydrogen is here and 8 hydrogen is present on product side. 4 oxygen is present here, 4 oxygen is present on product side. It means that the total number of atom of reactant is equal to total number of atom of product, which follow the law of conservation of mass. Now, sixth step is finally to check the correction of the balanced equation. We count total atoms of each element on both sides of the equation, which we already. Now, on seventh step, at last, to make the equation more informative, we have to write down the physical state of reactant and product. Along with that, heat change, gas evolved, and formation of precipitation is also mentioned in above chemical reaction. Means which element is present in solid state, which chemical compound is present in gaseous state, which formed product is present in solid state, or which gas is formed, that also we have to mention at the time of balancing our chemical reaction. Let's just understand this above reaction more clearly. Now look at here. In first step, we have to write down the unbalanced chemical equation. After that, as we discussed earlier, we have to make 3 columns. In first column, we have to write down the names of the element used in a chemical reaction. Like in above reaction, Fe is used, hydrogen is used, oxygen is used. So basically 3 elements are used in above unbalanced chemical reaction. So we have to first write down the name of the element. After that, in the second column, which represents the reactant side, or we can say that LHS side, here we will write the total number of the element present on reactant side. So Fe is present in 1, means single atom of Fe is present, so it is written 1 here. 2 atom of hydrogen is present on reactant side, so here 2 is written. 1 atom of oxygen is written, so here 1 is written. See, this 2 which is subscripted along with hydrogen, it represents atoms of element. Now let's just focus on product side. Here Fe is present in 3, means 3 atom of Fe is present, 4 atom of oxygen is present, so here 4 is written, and 2 atom of hydrogen is present. Okay, now let's just start our balancing process. So In first step, we will choose that element which is present in higher in number. So in this reaction, all of you are observing the highest number of atom of oxygen is present. So we will start from oxygen atom only. So let's just start. What we will do, we will write down the name of the element. Again, we will make 3 columns. Okay. In reactant side, in first column, we will write down the name of the atom. That is, we choose oxygen atom, so we will write here oxygen. After that, in reactant side and in product side. So in unbalanced chemical equation, means in initial point, the number of oxygen atom present on reactant side is 1. That's why it is written 1. And on product side it is written 4. That's why here written 4. When we start balancing, after the balance, what we do, we just multiply 4 with this 1 on reactant side. Means after observing this reaction, you observe that the number of oxygen atom is unbalanced on reactant side. Means on reactant side only we have to balance total number of oxygen atom. But on reactant side only 1 oxygen atom is present. So what we have to do, we just multiply this 1 with 4. After the multiplication on reactant side also, the total number of oxygen become 4. So what we do, we will write this 4 just behind as a coefficient along with water molecule. As after that, what happened? The total number of oxygen atom become 4. So on reactant side as well as on product side, the oxygen atom get balanced. Now let's just start in third step with hydrogen atom. Look at the above reaction. Here the total number of oxygen atom present on reactant side is 8 before balancing, and on product side only 2. So we can say that this reaction is unbalanced because the total number of hydrogen atom is unbalanced on reactant side as well as on product side. So what we will do, to make 8 atom of hydrogen on product side, we have to multiply this 2 with that kind of number which make 8. So we will multiply this 2 with 4. So when we multiply it, after the balancing, the total number of atom on reactant side of hydrogen become 8, as well as on product also it become 8. So after that reaction, you will see that Fe plus 4H2O gives Fe3O4 plus 4H2. So in this reaction, oxygen get balanced, hydrogen get balanced. Now what is unbalanced is Fe. So after that, what we do, we just balance atom of iron. So here, just see in this reaction, here on reactant side, atom of iron is 1. That's why here it is written 1. And on product side it is 3, which is written in a column of product. So to make them 3 on reactant side, what we do, we just multiply 3 with this 1. So after the multiplication on product side as on reactant side, the total number of iron become 3. So after that overall process, what we get, 3Fe plus 4H2O, Fe3O4 plus 4H2. By doing so, we will see that 3 atom of Fe is present on reactant side as on product side. 8 atom of hydrogen is present on reactant side as well as on product side. And 4 atom of oxygen is present as well as on product side. After doing so, we will get our balanced chemical reaction. Another method of balancing chemical reaction is algebraic method of reaction, which we will discuss in our next